Luther and I, and everyone in this arena tonight, are unified by the same great American values. We're proud of our country. We respect our flag. Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired! You know, some owner's going to do that. He's going to say, that guy that disrespects our flag, he's fired. And that owner, they don't know it. They don't know it. They're friends of mine, many of them. They don't know it. They'll be the most popular person for a week. They'll be the most popular person in this country, because that's a total disrespect of our heritage. That's a total disrespect of everything that we stand for, okay? Everything that we stand for. And I know we have freedoms, and we have freedom of choice and many, many different freedoms. But you know what? It's still totally disrespectful.
Well, very interesting time we're living in right now. There should be more focus on uniting our country and showing one another how similar we are and how amazing it is to live in this great country. I think the comments from the President of the United States of America have been very divisive for a long time. And I think that it's very interesting that he condemned the protests, the silent protests of our players who are protesting the injustice and bigotry and racism that has plagued our great country for so long, and are trying to make a difference to make our country even better and even greater, are seen as radicals to him. And that's incredible, seeing as he saw the white supremacists, and it took him a while to even condemn them, to say anything bad about what they were doing. And in this country, I think it's incredibly disrespectful to show swastikas or have swastikas or anything of that nature, anything that represents that regime or that time in history, because that was terrible. You know, America fought in that war. Americans died in that war. These Americans fought for our flag in that war. And to disrespect them by bringing swastikas, I thought he would address that more vehemently. It's time for somebody to address it, to address those comments and address the way our country is being divided, because it's wrong. I would also encourage our owners to speak up for our players. I think that this is an issue that attacked not only our players, but our league. You know, I understand that all of our owners are astute businessmen, and the NFL is their business, and it's your business, and your business is also being attacked. Obviously, Commissioner Goodell has said something, but I think that it's more powerful if each individual owner comes out and has something to say about this. But we're all together, we're all Americans, and you know, it's time for the racism and bigotry and for those things to go away. You know, those things have no place in society, no place in America, no place in any country. And that's my 2 cents.
YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video is about none other than Donald Trump. And I don't make too many videos about Trump because I'm not confused, and I'm not a bit more amazed about how he sit up here and get people all in the uproar. But a lot of people have been asking me what's my views on him. which I really don't have no views on him. I didn't even really have no views on Barack Obama because I realized those people are just not popes, I mean, excuse me, puppets and spokesmen for people that's controlling them. Basically, like somebody got their hand. You know how you put your hand in the upper puppet's ass, basically when the puppet don't have no ass, but just a figure of speech. Like you control the puppet and everything, where you use the strings or you get behind them and you do that. It's basically the same thing with these politicians, if you have it. So for a nation of people to let one man keep them upset and worried, it's very crazy, and it's a huge distraction because we have to remember something. Racism didn't start with just Donald Trump. Racism didn't just start when Barack came into office, where they didn't want too many people of color, of urban minorities, if that's what you want to call it, into certain levels of positions, if you will. Now, a lot of people didn't care about Barack being elected. Just like you had a lot of people didn't really care about Trump being elected, because you would think that at this day and age and time that we're in, that this country would be more focused on trying to solve the homeless problem, trying to solve the people being hungry, trying to solve these AIDS crisis, cancers and stuff, instead of worrying about the color of your skin. The main thing that divides us the most, because that's one thing that only thing you have to have is eyesight, and you can pretty much see that. You know, that's the one thing that's going to separate and make you different than everybody else. See, and another thing that we do in this country is we focus on everything that makes us different instead of the things that make us the same. And that's what Richard Sherman was talking about right there with the video that I include, when he responded to the criticism of Trump's comments against the NFL players. Basically how when Trump said you need to fire those son of a bitches if they don't want to stand up. Basically, now you call people a son of a bitch. So if you're a son of a bitch, what that makes your mom? Okay, right on. Now, you said it, that's good. So we on point. Okay, now let's continue. But when you have a guy basically telling you that he just here just for the moment, really he is. He just here for the moment. But it's amazing how every 4 years, every so many years, we go through the same process, electing new people. Nothing gets changed. Things, matter of fact, get worse. You know, you got one of them coming here. They promised to close prisons down, promised to make minimum wage high for people who have lower paying jobs. And then a year goes by, nothing happened. 2 years go by, nothing happened. 3 years go by, nothing happened. Then all of a sudden, the last year, they want to go tour the world. They want to go visit everybody. They want to have rappers and R&B singers and rock stars sitting down doing interviews with them or playing basketball with them. But the country is still in shambles. You know, everybody's still living in squalor and suffering. So when people take these so-called people in position, whether it's your presidents or whoever, you have to look at it for what it really is. It's basically just a show. It's basically just a stage. It's no different than you watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, for those who watch it. It's no different than you watching the NFL, the NBA, or a Pacquiao match whenever he used to fight, or Floyd Mayweather. It's no different than that. You're being entertained. Now, the way they entertain you is different, depends on the programming, but you're also being entertained, but you're being programmed at the same time. So stop worrying about what people like Trump say. If they refuse to stand for the national anthem, you should fire those son of a bitches. But you have to read into what the national anthem, what all it is stated, and how it was pretty much downplaying slavery. You know how it pretty much wanted slaves still to be in slavery. I don't understand that part right there. That's why they took that. I don't know if it's like the third or the seventh sentence on it, but anyway, they took that part out. So when you hear the national anthem, I think the Star Spangled Banner or something like that. It's something like that, whichever one. Anyway, but when you hear it, you're not hearing the whole thing in its entirety, because they took a section of that out. But you have people like Michael Jordan, who's basically coming out saying that we all stand for one fundamental thing in this country, and that this country was founded on freedom of speech. No, the hell it wasn't. This country was founded on damn war, bloodshed, slavery. That's how it got started. It was peaceful before it had got colonized. Let's be for real about that now, because it's no need to sit up here and say, well, we can look back in history and it's been peaceful. If that's the case, why the hell there's slave plantations? If that's the case, why the hell Are there so many goddamn slave masters that's well known? You know, that's well renowned. I mean, why are there so many of them? I don't understand that. I mean, wasn't Thomas Jefferson a slave owner? Wasn't George Washington a slave owner? Wasn't a few more of them slave owners? So how can the country be founded on freedom of speech when it was always slavery? When a nation of people came over here and enslaved another nation of people and told those people, look, you're not from here. You're from somewhere else. Really, when you're the one from somewhere else. And people buy into that right there. Then you got people coming up with all kinds of damn excuses and stuff. I guess they never heard of Pangea when they said everything was connected as one. And I honestly believe that. I honestly believe it was just one big flat land, and over time and over erosion and man messing up things, the land got separated. Even though that's kind of off on another topic. But to sit up here and say you come from one Pacific area, hey, believe what you want to believe. You come from all over. That's what I believe also, because I do believe that it was all connected. All these land masses was connected into one. And that's what you have, Pangea. But Jordan said about the freedom of speech and this country was founded on. Stop lying, man. Stop lying. People, well, some people know their history. But anyway, let me know what you all think. I don't want to be long with this video right here because it's really stupid. You know, that's why I didn't really even want to get on the Trump subject, because Trump will come out next week with something new. Tomorrow he'll be talking about something else. And you'll be forever spinning your wheel when we could be talking about more important things. You know what I'm saying? Like how to watch out for these damn haters. Don't you see all these people getting killed? We ain't got time to worry about no damn Donald Trump. Because trust me, when his time is up, he going to hit that time clock and he going to throw that deuce up at y'all and he going to go on off to the sunset just like every other president did. So don't believe the hype. Stop worrying about that. If you want to be racist, you go ahead and be racist if you want to. I advise you not to, because you're not going to get there. You're not going to get nowhere like that if you're a hateful person. That just means you're miserable and unhappy yourself. So anyway, let me know what you all think in the comment section, because this is just a bunch of baloney. And like I said, don't buy into it. You know, these NFL players, true, they trying to quote unquote stand up. But why, when you stand up before the Colin, why did Colin have to put himself out there as a sacrificial lamb? Why didn't everybody stand up when it was injustice going on the whole time, way before Colin even stepped foot into the NFL? So I just look at it as a game. You know, it's a game. That's why they playing the game. Now everybody want to start kneeling now. You know, because they thought they was gonna change the way the people opinions and how they feel, and people like, no, that's not right. And you have whites and blacks doing that. You know, but I'm like this. If you want to be racist, go over there, because I'm not racist. I never will be racist, because it's like this. I put my pants on the same way you put your pants on. We both eat, and we both gonna die one day. So I'm no greater than you, you know. But anyway, it's what you doing. It's what you do with your time while you're alive that makes you greater. You know, that little time that you got, that little window. So forget these people with these silly tricks that they trying to do, trying to keep the people divided. Because the only way you keep on throwing racism out there if you make movies. If you keep people talking about it, you know why? Because that way it stays on your mind. You can't never forget it, even if you wanted to. You know, so think about this. Stop letting these people control your mind and stuff. Trust me. Anyway, make sure you hit that like button. You subscribe. You know, subscribe if you like the show. And like I said, I don't like doing videos about Donald Trump. I really don't, because it's stupid to me. You know, I don't like even doing videos about no politician, because they're puppets, you know. So what the hell, you know. Anyway, y'all stay blessed. Keep your head up. I'm out.